As we move further into the village, past the churchyard and village hall, and even a float from the Bridgewater Carnival, the scale of the devastation really becomes clear.
Moorlands was one of the villages that was watching while all the people around them were getting flooded, and then suddenly a great surge of water brought the floodwater in here, and they've got it up to their downstairs windows.
Ron Lancaster is returning to his house for the first time in 10 days to salvage a few remaining valuables.
So I'm just in the process of trying to upgrade a little bit.
It's extraordinary walking through a house full of water. It's just not something you ever expect to see, and it really brings it home to you, the enormous damage it's causing. I mean, it's completely turned people's lives upside down.
Bear in mind there's some electrical things underneath.
Oh, yeah.
I'd already got most of the furniture out, but I'm concerned about these two items here, which are my own craftsmanship. I'm a potter and a furniture maker, and those
this is
are my
your work.
That's my own work, which I'd like to get out of the water.
Are we going to try and get these on the back of the truck?
Well, that would be very helpful if you could do that for me.
I'd like to help, yeah.
Like many residents in Moorland, Ron faces a long period of uncertainty before he can move back into his house. But not everyone on the Levels has such a positive outlook.
I've never seen so many grown men cry as what they have in the last month. And I admit I'd be one of them, and that'd be more than once. And I don't want to live the rest of my life like this.
Carol and Christine Gray are racehorse trainers whose home and stables on the edge of Moorland are now inaccessible.
You cannot even get them out in a boat. It is too dangerous to get them in a boat. So all my pictures, all my children's videos, every treasured object except the necessary clothing that we took is now underwater.
We actually had to move out on January the 3rd. Before it come into the village, it was with us, you know, a good month before, and like even though that was the case, the water kept rising. Nothing was done to help anyone else in the village. Nothing was done of any significance until it's all too late.
During his career as a jockey, Carroll overcame many injuries, including a broken neck. But the fight to save his yard might be one that even he can't win.
You suffer with depression with riding injuries when you can't be doing what you want to do and what you love. And basically, this is the same thing, but it's worse because it's your house.
If it wasn't for these horses keeping us going, keeping us working, keeping us focused, both of us would be mental wrecks.
For several weeks, the situation on the Levels has been devastating for the local community. Yet, with the help and generosity of volunteer groups and emergency response teams, the spirit of the residents remains generally strong. The worst of the weather appears to be over, but even when it does finally improve, a huge and time-consuming clean-up operation will begin.
We had some experience with the flooding last year, but we can put little teams in to help out families put their home back together again. And of course there's a lot of this, I would like to think, it'll be covered by the insurance companies and so on. But without a doubt, Rotary are going to be there then for people and to help out, along with the others of course.
It's a long road ahead, and not everyone in this area is optimistic that they have a future on the Levels.
Will you try and move back in? Will you try and move get the stables up and running again?
As we feel now, no.
I hope we're going to continue training somewhere else, but I think it's a waste of time trying to come back here and resume a business.
This isn't the first time we're going through this. Yeah. This is the second time within 12 months. So it happened last year and nothing was done. So what can you tell me to reassure me that it's going to be different next year? Nothing.